There is no better way to describe my life story so far than an abnormal way to success. It has been a bumpy ride, but there is a clear path ahead. Growing up, I had a concrete household of four: my sister on the left, myself, my mom to the right of me, and my dad to the right of her. I grew up in a small town of Hillsborough, North Dakota, and I really enjoyed it. Everyone knew each other, and it truly was like one big family. But it came with its disadvantages, as everyone knew each other's life story, so if you screwed up, everyone knew about it. It sucked at times, but it made me who I am today, and my friends from Hillsborough will be around forever. Growing up, I was a very family-oriented child, as well as a sports fanatic. From an early age, I was always playing sports, whether it be basketball, football, baseball, or something me and my friends made up at the park. I was always there. I was also very social growing up, whether it be sports or extracurricular activities like FFA, FPLA, SAD, and many church retreats. I also enjoyed accompanying my grandmother and my late grandfather in Argosville, North Dakota, playing card games like Rummy or shooting hoops in the yard, and attending church services with my grandmother on Sunday morning. My father and I had a special connection through sports. Not only was he as big a fan as I am, he was also my coach throughout high school. I also helped him out when I was young, being the water boy while he coached. But bigger than that, my dad is a highway patrolman, and he has been for 20 plus years, which has played a bigger role in my life than anybody could ever imagine. Graduating from high school, I really had no idea what I wanted to do when I got out of college, so I chose the classic North Dakota State University General, or Ag Business, as my initial major. Growing up in a small town and working on my uncle's farm, I thought that there was a good chance I would really like being an ag major. It kind of made sense. But I was terribly mistaken. I did not like it at all. But it turned out that I found an interest in law and politics. It was during the time of the presidential election that I really started to notice my passion. Which is a coincidence because I look back at myself and think about when we had those discussions about politics in high school, where I had that "I don't care, the government is broken beyond repair" attitude. But as the first year of college progressed, I started to get very interested in politics. With the Trump versus Hillary election, I found my life revolving around politics. The election also brought up what I enjoyed doing, which was arguing. It also brought up the idea of arguing for a living, and there's no better way to argue for a living than to be a lawyer. Like I talked about earlier, when I said I hated politics in high school, I also hated English. It was one of my worst subjects. But a quote from Audrey Hepburn really motivated me to try my toughest subjects and succeed at them. This quote is, "Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible." But again, as my freshman year of college started progressing, I found myself really enjoying English as well. Not only for class and professionally, but for fun and to relieve stress as well. I would have never pictured myself pursuing English in college. Even as a kid in elementary school, when we got rewarded for reading books, I never was interested. But as the first year of college wrapped up, I began to think how much has truly changed. All new friends, a new major, a new goal, and most of all, a new path. I can never forget the past, as it was an experience. Without it, life would not be going down the path it is today. It is truly amazing what a difference a year can make.